Hello everyone, welcome to physics class. Our topic is refraction of light at curved surface. Today's topic is lenses. What is lens? Lens is a transparent refractive surface which is having either single side or both the side spherical shape. And now there are different types of lenses. In that one, first of all, we need to consider two types of lenses, and that is categorized in different types. Lenses are categorized and divided into two types, that is convex lens. Another one is concave lens. What is convex lens? A lens which is thicker in middle than the edges is called convex lens. The concave lens, a lens which is thinner in middle than the edges, is called concave lens. And again, this convex lens and concave lens are categorized into three ways. Those are biconvex lens or else equiconvex lens. So biconvex lens means both the sides it is having curved surface it is. And plano-convex lens. So plano-convex lens, one side is plane but other side is spherical shape. Plano-convex lens. And another one is concavo-convex lens. So there are three types of convex lenses, and here there are two, again here also three types of concave lenses. Biconcave lens or else equiconcave lens also can consider it is. And here one more, plano-concave lens. Plano-concave lens means one side is plane, other side is concave surface it is. And after that, convexo-concave lens it is. Convexo-concave lens it is. So totally these many types of lenses are there. In this chapter we are going to discussing about, mostly we will use this one as well as this one. After that, in some applications we use these two lenses also. So about these two and the two, which is about them. Now lens having some characteristics. What are the characteristics that we'll see in that one? First of all, if you are taking a lens that is convex lens, for this convex lens it is having two curved surfaces. If you complete the imaginary sphere for the given curvature, then we'll get imaginary sphere for this curvature, and this is the center for the imaginary sphere, and as well as for this one also we'll get an imaginary sphere like this it is. So this is the center for the imaginary sphere, and for this curvature also this is the center, for this curvature this is the center. And now this you can take as C1 and C2. C1 and C2 are the centers of curvature. Center of curvature. And next one, this point, this is the lens actually. For this lens, where is the center point for the lens, that we have to consider as optic center. So this point is nothing but optic center. A line which is passing through C1 and C2 is called principal axis. The line which is passing through C1 and C2 or joining the line C1 and C2 is called principal axis. And for mirrors we have only one center of curvature as well as one focus, like that it will be this. But for this one it is having two center of curvatures. So in this way it is. For plano, if you are taking plano convex lens, if you are taking imaginary sphere for this plano convex, then this is the center, only C it will be. Why? Because for plane surface curvature, center of curvature, this is the curved surface. If there is a curve, compulsory there is a center it is, but this is plane, it is nothing but like a straight line, and it doesn't have center of curvature for straight line. And now about these two, whatever the distance between optic center to the center of curvature C1 and C2 is called, this is R1 and this is R2. These R1 and R2 can be equal or not equal. It depends upon the curvature of the lens it is. If it is having less curvature or else more curvature, then is a one side it is less and one side it is more curvature is there, then it is having center of curvatures are different. It will be located for this curvature here, the center will be, but for this one center will be located at this place it is. So here somewhat distance. So in this one, this if you are taking as R2 and this if you are taking R1 and R2, then R1 is greater than R2, but the two can be equal also, or else R1 less than R2 also can possibilities. So mostly in this chapter we are going to using it is R1 equal to R2. So center of curvatures for the two curvatures is same. We are taking it is, they can be vary. And next, this is for convex lens it is, and we'll see for concave lens. For concave lens also same thing it is. And which one we had to consider as C1 and C2, R1 and R2. That means in which side the light ray, for example, if the light is striking at this surface, this is the first surface for the incident ray. So this is the imaginary sphere for the first curved surface, and C1 we can take it is, and the rest of them we can take as C2, and the distance is R2. And for this one, imaginary sphere, imagine a sphere, and as well as here also imagine a sphere. So there are two centers for the two curvatures, and if the light is striking over here, then this is the first curved surface. For this first curved surface, this is the center, then we can take it as C1. And what is the distance from here to here, that we have to take as R1, and this remaining part we have to take as C2, and the center is C2 and the distance is R2, or else radius of curvature is R2. So here also that we can apply, that is R1 R2 relations between greater than, it can be greater than, or else it can be less than, or else those two are also equal. These are the both lenses. Now if the light rays are inciding on the lens, how the light rays will get refracted, how they will deviate, that we'll see here. Now there are rules for drawing the ray diagram situation. Okay, we'll see. There is a lens, and this is the principal axis C1 and C2. Now a parallel beam of incident rays are inciding on the lens, then they passes through a particular point on the principal axis. So this point is called focus for convex lenses. Directly all these incident rays are parallel to the principal axis, as well as they are parallel to each other. When they are passing through the lens, they are directly passing through a particular point on the principal axis, at which point all the refracted rays are meet at a point on the principal axis, is called just simply focus. And now here, this is for convex lens. We'll see for concave lens. So here, because of this one, we can call the convex lens as a converging lens. All the refracted rays are converging at this point. It's nothing but focus. So this another name for the convex lens is converging lens. What about this? We'll see. So principal axis C1, C2. So this you can take as C1 and C2. And now a parallel beam of light ray incident on the lens. So when the light rays are inciding on the lens, they will diverge. So this one goes in this direction and this one goes in this direction. These two refracted rays are not going to meet each other. We should make them to meet by extending the refracted rays. So at which point that extended refracted rays are meeting, that is nothing but focus. And here you can see in which side we are keeping object, that side only we got the focus it is. This is nothing but virtual focus, and this is nothing but real focus. Real focus means directly refracted rays are intersecting, we'll get real image, and that point is nothing but focus. And that is extended refracted rays are intersecting, and we are getting virtual image, and at which point at focus we'll get it. So simply virtual focus. And now this diagram, the lens, convex lens and concave lens, we can go through another way also. This is the symbol of the convex lens, and this is the symbol of concave lens. This is principal axis. For this one directly we can take, sometimes we use the lens symbol of the lens one. So better, it's easy to draw ray diagrams or everything it is while drawing, while using symbols. So incident rays are parallel to each other. Then, so for example, this is C2 and this is C1 if you are taking. So all the refracted rays passing through your point. Then this is nothing but focus. And for this one also, C2, C1. Now the refracted rays appears passing through focus. So here we will get this. This is the symbol of the convex lens, and this is the symbol of the concave lens. By using the lens symbols also we can draw ray diagrams. Now we are going to write rules for ray diagrams. What are the rules we have for drawing the ray diagrams? First rule is for concave lens or we use symbol, it is simple thing. Convex lens. C2, C1, and focus we are taking over here. It is same distance we are taking. Equiconvex lens. This is nothing but another. In that way, we are taking equiconcave lens also. So here, this is optic center, and this is center of curvature, and this is also center of curvature. C1, C2 depends upon on which direction the light ray is inciding on the lens. So now, this is the direction of incident ray if you are taking. Incident ray parallel to the principal axis. Then refracted ray passes through focus. Incident ray passing through incident ray parallel to the principal axis. Then refracted ray passing through focus. And next for this one, incident ray parallel to the principal axis for the concave lens. Then refracted ray appears passing through focus. So it appears passing through focus. It is. Here refracted ray directly passing through focus, and here refracted ray appears passing through focus. And now this is C1 and this you can take as C2. Second rule. So now incident ray passing through focus, then refracted ray parallel to the principal axis. If incident ray passing through focus, then refracted ray parallel to the principal axis. Here also, incident ray appears passing through focus. Incident ray appears passing through focus, then refracted ray parallel to the principal axis. Here directly incident ray passing through focus, then refracted ray parallel to the principal axis. But here incident ray appears passing through focus, then refracted ray parallel to the principal axis. Let us see one more rule, that is third one and last one. So now it's very easy to remember. See, any light ray passing through optic center, it does not deviate. If light ray passing through optic center, then the refracted ray does not deviate. And for this one also same, incident ray passing through optic center, then refracted ray does not deviate. These three rules are very important for drawing the rest of the diagram series related to the concave lens and as well as for convex lens. Okay, thank you.